Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more surviving Mars Green Planet. We have a dust storm coming in about 18 hours, so we're going to quickly go ahead and do another planetary mission before that occurs. We've got a couple of hours, it's a 12-hour window, so I think we can do that fairly safely. We have the fuel, so hopefully we can go ahead and get that done. It's just unloading its payload from the previous mission. But we're going to go ahead and find it something to do so it's not wasting any time. So let's see, what have we got here? Definitely not doing meteors yet. We could go for an unknown, that is potentially good. We can't do any of these science progresses as we don't have the officers. Resources could be nice. And then we're short on crew for the breakthrough. So with that in mind, let's go, I don't know, I suppose straight into the unknown, hey? Sure, let's send off 4 drones, that's nothing too ridiculous. We'll go ahead and, you know what, we'll give the game a second to figure out what it is doing. Alright, and now we'll go ahead and send that out. So that'll be all good. Let's go ahead and leave that be. 4 drones, fairly minimal payload for us to worry about. That should be good. So let's move that off the landing pad just for safety. It does look like we're a little bit short on power at the moment. I'm not sure if that's necessarily fantastic given the soon-to-be dust storm. Let's go ahead and... is there any buildings we can disable? Not particularly. You know what? The fuel refineries, you know, yeah, we can definitely turn one of these off. That'll save us the difference, and it's not like we really need the fuel once this thing returns. Not for a while anyway, so let's go ahead and turn off that one. That'll put us in the clear. And how are we doing on water? We're all full. Okay, that is very good. And our oxygen... yeah, that is also full. So let's have a look. At the moment, that should last us a couple of days. Yeah, and more than enough oxygen. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and get that done. We'll send that off. It does appear that we also have a homeless person, a senior. Well, that's not ideal. I know that we should have enough housing, so yeah, there we go. Let's find our homeless and bring her back to this dome. There is just enough housing for everybody right now, so that will be good. Oh, and there is our first terraforming text. So let's have a look. So temperature parameter represents the global surface temperature on Mars. Increased temperature is required for liquid water, rains, and local vegetation growth. Temperature is increased in the buildings in the terraforming build menu and by completing special projects. Alright then. Well, that's not bad. What does that give us access to? So after... what is the new one? Interplanetary projects. Unlocks the import greenhouse gases, improves atmosphere, and capture ice asteroids, improves water. Special projects accessible via the planetary view. Alright then, well that's not a bad thing to have. We'll definitely add that to the list at some point. Not quite right away though. In the meantime, we've got our atomic accumulator. Yeah, conservation landscaping, topology AI to then get that work done a little bit quicker, as well as less maintenance. So after that, what are we after? I'm tempted to go for the dust repulsion. Just give us a little bit less to do there. Could always work on... Actually, you know what? I'm not 100% sure. Medical center could be nice, but we're about to get our water reclamation done anyway. Oh, wait, you know what? We forgot to build that. So we'll go ahead and do that soon. We could go for the comfort, but I think... Ooh, graduate faster in universities and sanatoriums have a higher chance perks from school. Well, that is rather nice, but I think for now, let's just go with the dust repulsion. That should be good enough, hopefully. Let's also now go ahead and build our very first spire for the game. Wait a second, that's not quite right. That's outside decorations. There we go. Water reclamation system, a couple of polymers, some machine parts, and it does require a couple of workers. But you know what? Recycles up to 70% of the water is quite nice. We're going to go ahead and pop that all on in. Yeah, definitely the right dome for it. We have the farm, so that uses up a fair bit. And that will save us plenty of water. Alright, so 16 hours, 15 hours. I'm hoping we can get this refueled. Let's go ahead and make this a higher priority. Just see if we can get this out and back before anything goes on. Realistically, we'd prefer to have the extra drones through the storm.
Anomaly analyzed.
Let's see, what's this? Another anomaly for 1500 science. That's good. That means working on that atomic accumulator is going well. That should be from our explorer. We quickly check in on them. Whereabouts are they? I thought normally there was a button. Ah, right. Nope, that's not quite it, but you know what? That'll do. Whereabouts are we? Ah, there we are. Okay, so working on that anomaly there, that'll do quite nicely. We have finished up a fair bit of scanning, so we're now down to 6 sectors. Let's go ahead and go for... We'll clear that up there. I suppose we clear this one, and then we go and work our way down. I think that should be fine. That's not really worth scanning in my opinion. It's just a little too rocky and makes it much less likely that we'll find anything of value. So we'll go ahead and leave that there for now. That's all fun and dandy. Let's go ahead and our view seems a little bit skewed. There we go. That seems... I don't know. I think there's roughly where we should be. It feels rather normal. Alright, so we'll leave that there. Yeah, I'm now not 100% sure how we normally have it, but you know what? That will have to do. Alright, so that's sent off. That'll be fine. We won't get the rocket back in time, which is a little unfortunate, but luckily for us, it's nothing too severe. We do need a couple of people to work here, which won't be too bad.
Anomaly analyzed.
A new tech is available for research.
More to the barren
So what have we got? Gene adaptation and festivals. Okay, so are they social? Looks like festivals. Decorations have increased comfort. Well, that's not bad. That's a nice little passive bonus. And then what else was there? Gene adaptation. Yeah, here we go. New crops in farms and hydroponic farms that provide better food yields. Well, you know, we're not really hurting for food for now, so that's not exactly anything we're racing after. But I suppose that's not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and let that be. Now let's see. Yeah, power is decreasing by a little bit, but again, that's nothing too ridiculous. Everything should be... Oh, we've got more than enough power. Huh. How do we have so much power? Oh, I guess there's a couple of buildings inside that may be turning off during the nighttime. Yeah, okay. Red Mars, your attention is required. Alright then, what's going on here? The expedition was sent to investigate a spectrographic trace of rich metal deposits, but found something much more interesting and troubling. After climbing the slope of a huge crater, we have faced an astonishing sight. Down below, we saw the remains of a facility, clearly a man-made one. The dust didn't manage to hide the rocket landing pads, the spherical concrete buildings, and what's most disturbing, the large portholes on the ground which resemble rocket silos too much to be sure. Okay, so expedition will return, leave the site but upload its coordinates, or approach and investigate. Well, you know what? It's only a couple of drones. We could check it out. I think forgetting about it's not a good idea. Leaving the site, but okay, if we make it international, that could cause a bit of a ruckus with the people who are probably not meant to know about it, judging by the fact that we didn't even know about it. So let's approach and investigate. Alright, we approached the mysterious facility with apprehension, but nothing happened. It appears that the location has been abandoned decades ago. The facility has been picked almost clean, but there are still traces of evidence of what happened here. People lived here, and research was conducted. The silos are empty, but there are signs that at least 2 of the 5 hosted nuclear devices. The labs were the most amazing part of the facility. Most of the equipment and the computer systems were too heavy and unwieldy to be moved out from the planet. Okay, a new breakthrough tech. Very nice. Well and truly worth it to me. What did we gain? Extractor AI. Metal extractors and rare metal extractors can now work without crews at 50 performance. Well, that is rather pleasant. That would be fantastic. We could use that at night. We don't have to worry about extra people. That is quite a decent tech. Yeah, that is going to be good for our money making. But we'll have to go ahead and save that for now. Obviously, that would be good here with a rare metals extractor. We could activate a 3rd shift and have no one staffing. Either that or we could shuffle everybody onto one and then run the others at less capacity, but who knows? Alright, but it looks like we still have a follow-up event, Mars in Flames. Okay, so alarms follow the series of explosions throughout the colony. The ground is shaking and people look in terror and uncertainty towards the horizons as the black columns of smoke quickly rise towards the bleak skies. You don't need to look to know what's going on. The damage and casualty report says everything. You can't shake the feeling that this is somehow related to the recent activities of your expedition team. The punitive sabotage strike has destroyed 5 buildings, 10 colonists have died, and 35 have been injured.
Colonist has died.
Ooh. Well, that is bad. I am hoping and praying that those were some of our seniors in our that have passed, but we're gonna have to find out. All right, what have we got here?
We gather here today to bid a final farewell to one of our finest.
As difficult and as painful as it is, we must accept that Utopia Martian is dead. As friends, as a community, we express our sadness. We acknowledge our loss, acknowledge the great importance of Utopia Martian's life. Utopia Martian's life has been a journey towards a vision, a journey which brought us all to the possibility of living on the Red Planet. One small step at a time, Utopia Martian didn't try to make their mark in human history, for there is no room for attempts in success. Utopia Martian knew that he knew what was the calling of fate, knew the risks and opportunities, and made the best of it, for the good of us all. What is it that takes a person through all of this is a question only we can answer. This is a question whose answer is the spirit of Utopia Martian, and this is a legacy for us. Okay, so here's past, which is clearly bad. Cause is extenuating circumstances. Each time a colonist dies from a non-natural death, 2 applicants leave the pool. Ouch. That is unfortunate. So let's read this mission.
A worrisome trend which cannot be ignored.
Okay, while the applicants who came to Mars were aware of many risks that would await them, the near criminal neglect from our side is something different. We cannot keep this information from the public, and opinions are swaying in the direction that our colony is a death trap. This troublesome rumor deters many valuable candidates from coming to the new frontier. And these people we desperately need to fulfill the great mission of colonizing Mars and bringing our vision of the future closer. Okay, so we've got that sorted. That's 16 people who now no longer want to come back. Oh, we've lost a youth. That is very sad. What else have... that's 2 youth, a senior, an adult, 2 adults, 3, and a middle-aged. Ouch. That is... and losing 3 youth is quite bad for us. Okay, that's really, really unfortunate. Alright, so we're going to have to go ahead and clear the Martian University. We can't rebuild that, unfortunately. A new water reclamation system, of course, is the thing that got targeted. That is also quite terrible, and there goes our farm. Okay, well, the good news is we have plenty of stockpile of food, so that isn't going to be the worst. And then what else did we lose? A diner? Okay, you know what? That is not as bad as it could have been. It is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but it could have been a whole stack worse. Alright, so, let's see. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. New trade route. Metals for concrete. We could give them some concrete. That's not the worst. Okay, so... Good morning, Commander. I hope to find you in good health. How can we help? Let's initiate the trade. I think that should be fine. No landed a rocket? Okay. So we can't send the 50 concrete for the things, for the metals. Gonna have to leave that be. Okay. Well, that is kind of annoying. Alright, let's see. How is our standing with the others? Has that gone down at all? No, not that I can tell. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that and see if that changes in the future. Let's go ahead and we'll close these, and then let's have a look at the breakdown. Okay, so a colonist, Zenith Polaris, as every other colonist, went through the psychological condition before arriving on Mars to guarantee their most basic ability to cope with the adverse environment. Indeed, the people live on a barren, dead cold world with a toxic, almost non-existent atmosphere protected only by a fragile-looking dome and relying upon machines to keep them alive. Unparalleled everyday stress as levels slowly drain the people of their resolve. Thus, even the slightest shock or frustration can send someone over the edge. On Earth, entertainment and recreation are just for fun, but here they are a tool for basic survival. Okay, so critical low sanity, that's not ideal. That is troubling. Yeah, there's not really much we can do. No, there's not much we can do at all. Alright, well, here we go. The dust storm has also arrived. That is far less than ideal, but our electricity is through the roof. Huh. Well, Unfortunately, we can't run too much at the moment, so it looks like we're dropping... Okay, we have about 8 days of both water and oxygen. So that's not bad. We should be safe in that regard. Yeah. Oh, and we're losing 6 electricity. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this off. That should mean we're now in the clear during the day, which means our batteries are going to stay full and we won't be using as much water. Although we have more than enough. You know what? Maybe we can go ahead and leave this one turned on. Losing 6 energy. You know what? Let's go ahead and turn off the afternoon shift. Make a little bit of fuel. We use a little bit of water, but nothing too crazy. And we will still be able to gain back our electrical losses. Alright, so that's fine. Unfortunately, we can't land during a dust storm, so that's no good. We can continue our scans, so let's try for that. And then I guess we just have to see how things go. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and start building up some of our broken and destroyed situations. Let's go ahead and get our farm up and running. That is a necessity. Let's also go ahead and work on our reclamation of water. So that's dome spires. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we purchased so many of those polymers because that's yeah, that's not cheap. And then what else did we have? We had the university. That's right. We were working on that. So let's see. Education. Go ahead and pop that on in there. That'll cost us 15 electronics. Concrete and metals are unimportant. Maintenance seems... I think we can maintain. Oh, we've also lost a few of our scientists as well, maybe? Yeah, these deaths have not done us any good. No, that is quite bad. Okay, so let's just double check specializations. There's only one person working at each. There is one person unemployed, but that'll be fixed by our botany. Yeah, I think we go ahead and we work on the university. It's such an expensive endeavor for us, but again, it is a necessity for us to have a good growing situation. We have some children who we're going to need to go ahead and educate. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright, 25 buildings, that's okay. They're just our moxies and our water. That's our solar panels. These guys are still a-okay. Alright. So let's see, what could we do? You know what? Maybe a couple more polymers wouldn't be bad. I'm going to be going through a few of those. Are there any left on the map that we could attain with our rover? Our tiny transport? It does appear that the answer is no. Alright, so short of a couple of metals, there's not really much we can do. Yeah, inconvenient, but it is what it is. Alright, well, that'll just have to be what it is. So 2 days left. That'll give us at least the atomic accumulator, which will be rather good. That will probably allow us to keep running some of our much heavier buildings throughout these sorts of endeavors in the future. That'll cost us... Is it? I think it's only a handful of polymers and some metals. So that'll be alright. Let's see. Yeah, power is in the clear. If we can start storing that, that's going to be fantastic. Alright, drones are working overtime. But I'm assuming that's simply because we're rebuilding so many things. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Alright, so... How many people do we have in the dome? 12. Not as many as I thought. Alright, let's go... That's 3... 6... 7... oh, he's a workaholic. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, let's work on that. Let's go instead of wheat. Let's switch over to soybeans. Let's get that soil quality going back up again. And I think we stay there for now. Let's see, what else can we do? So there's 9. Do we have any elderly here? We have one guy with grey hair, so that'd be 1 yes. So let's go ahead and water reclamation system. Let's leave that there. The night shift, I don't think it makes a huge difference, but we'll leave it open. We'll let that be whatever that is. Anyone can get educated. Alright, so that's sorted. Yeah. A couple of vacancies is fine. We may even pick 1 or 2 people from over here if we need. Let's see, what have we got? Research lab. That's not good. I don't like seeing our scientists disappear like that. Well, the worst thing is, right now, I think we have to stay with our geologist. Yeah, they're going to have to stay where they are. We need those rare metals to come on in. We're going to need them as we need to create more electronics, as we are getting rather short on them. Now, let's just double check to see if anyone here is a workaholic. You know what? Their worker performance, they're procrastinating, and I don't like that. But their performance is pretty solid. Let's go ahead and we'll increase their workload. I know that'll make them unhappy, but honestly, I don't care. Here's the atomic accumulator, so let's go ahead and queue that up for our drones. Oh, wait, 5 concrete and 5 polymers? Okay, that's remarkably nice and small. Let's go ahead and pop that. Let's just put that there. That should be fairly safe. Again, we have unbreakable power cables. Let's see, now that we've got that sorted, that should be for our, what was it, engineering or physics? Physics. Okay, what's next? Deep scanning. Okay, so we can now start working on deep scanning. That'd be good. That would be rather nice. Kind of trying to decide. Yeah, you know what? Deep scanning is probably good for our future expansion. We'll pick that up. And then with the deep scanning, we'll also go ahead and get those robes as well. Yeah. Alright, so we'll work on those for now, I think. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate because now that we've lost so many people, it's kind of changing how we're going to use our workforce. And we're not going to get the same benefits from some of the techs. So that could be a bit of a problem for a while. But, oh well, it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, we do want that up and running if at all possible. We don't have anyone at the university. Let's turn that off for now. I don't think... maintenance. Let's see. I think that should be okay for now. Yeah, I don't think that there's anyone who needs active training. Although, luckily, it looks like we've had another child. So that is quite good. Okay. That's really good for us. Although I did see... Yeah, we're getting close to needing to do some more maintenance. We have enough for now. But we do need to keep that in mind. Well, you know what? If they're getting close to graduating, we should probably go ahead and leave that turned on. It's only a little bit of power, and it's not going to make a big difference one way or the other. This thing is starting to charge up, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's going to take a few polymers to keep up and running, but again, that's nothing too severe. Metals extractor, that is not running. Huh. Neither is the research lab. Okay, what's going on then? Well, the infirmary needs people, the grocer needs people. Oh, right, we need another... What do we have? We have an infirmary, a grocer, and I think we need... let's see. What is the service that we took down? A diner? I think it was the diner. Yeah, because that's the grocer there. That'll be fine. I think we need that. So let's go ahead and build that back in there again. Make sure that everyone's basic needs are met. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, looks like we've detected an air leak. That's not ideal, but again, I think we have plenty of... Yeah, I think we have plenty of drones hanging around, so we should get that sorted out nice and quickly. Yeah, we'll have... yeah, still another day and a half. We've only got to survive 12 more hours, so that's all a-okay. Let's go ahead and we'll turn these buildings back on again. A little bit of water is not going to be an issue. Oh, wait a second. There we are. Leave them on. And then, you know what? We can probably leave these two on overnight as well, because during the day we produce so much more. Our what do we call them? Our new power accumulator will have enough power to get us through the night. Yeah, that's going to be perfectly fine. All right, so we've got those up and running. I think we can also go ahead and let's see. Is there moisture evaporators? How are they going? All right, we can have them active as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's nighttime, nighttime. Still working whenever we need. And let's just double check that other one. Okay, so they're all running 24/7. That'll be fine. We'll regain what water we use fairly quickly. The dust storm's about to disappear, so again, that is no problem to us. And now we can finally get our shuttle back. Alright, let's land you. Let's get those up and running. Look at that, extra 20 power. No, breaking even. Losing, hold on. That isn't right. Huh. That's a bit of a pickle. That is very peculiar. Okay, what am I missing? You know what? That's not up and running right now. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Not going to make money out of that. Oh, okay. You see, that's the problem. We don't have the wind turbine up and running. We are short on maintenance. Okay. Have we got people working here? We do. So we're making 1.9 per day. We should be safe. Oh, and now we're losing more power. Okay, let's turn that off. That should be enough for now, although apparently that doesn't seem like it was causing. I don't think that was causing our issues. Okay. Well, we may need to go for an emergency resupply soon. I'm trying to figure out what we did wrong there. Water is fine, oxygen's fine, it's just this power. But even then, we do have more than we need right now, so that's going to keep on going for quite some time. We have, is it 3 hours at this current rate? Not that that's exactly accurate. Infirmary is running. Let's leave that open for people as well. People are slowly aging out, which is why our geologists are no longer there. Okay. Okay, well that's not ideal. At least we have a couple of electronics coming on in. So we should be able to keep up with our maintenance as long as they stay. We'll go ahead and let's turn off the research lab. That will at least save us an electronic here and there. And let's see what else is going on. I'm not really 100% sure. Yeah, although something's still clearly bugged with our power. Yeah, our stored power and its usage there. It says we have 2 grids, but it appears to only be 1, so I really don't understand what's going on there. It says it's only lasting 2 hours, but that's well, it went from 2 hours up to 4 hours, so I'm not really 100% sure what's going on there. Yeah, I have not a single clue as to what's going on. Luckily that's discharging. We still have plenty of power there, so that's good. We're discharging a little bit from these power accumulators, so that is also good. Yeah, we're just going to have to figure out what's going on. I think... Oh, right, here we go. We need more machine parts, and we're not getting them quick enough. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is... As safe as I think we theoretically are, we're just not quite getting the production right now that we need. I don't know what's happened, but I think we've just pushed through some of our maintenance a little bit faster than what we were expecting. So... Let's go ahead and resupply before it... Yeah, Not that we'll ever forget, but we do need them right away. So let's go ahead and spend... We don't need much more than 10. Buy a couple of electronics just in case we aren't in a good enough position. And then... I think we keep what money we have and we'll just launch this. I know it's severely underweight, but realistically, we can't afford for things to not pan out. Yeah. We're gonna go... We'll just buy the roughly the minimum of what we need. Let's get that sent to us and we'll have to figure this out in the next one. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we might be able to send out our caravel into the next one and pick up some resources. In fact, it is already refueled, so you know what? Let's go ahead and do that now, just so there is no guesswork. What do we need? Drones for resources, engineers that we don't have. Alright, so they seem to be the best things for us. Let's go with the... Yeah, project element. I think that's fine. It'll take 7 of the drones, but again, we're not really doing too much at this stage. So we'll go ahead and send that expedition. That'll be fine. That'll get that done, and we will come back with, hopefully, a few more babies being born in the next one, because we certainly need to catch up on what has transpired. So, if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.